I play Colonel Eve Baird, a counterterrorism expert in the military, who's an investigator, and I get invited to work at the library. I don't know why. I don't necessarily want the job, but I've received this mysterious invitation, and I am the guardian of the librarian. He doesn't want me either. Noah Wiley's character doesn't want me around. And then we discover that the librarian and the librarians in training are all in danger of being killed off, and so I become the guardian to the librarians in training as well. Our job is to run around the world and collect dangerous magical artifacts to keep them out of the wrong hands, and there are all these, people chasing us and in pursuit, and so I am sort of there to fight them off.
Physically,
yeah. No, I did a show.
You did this time?
I did a show last year for TNT called King and Maxwell, and I had to do a lot of MMA training for that and a lot of weapons training for that, and so I sort of already had that training freshly in my body for this. So yeah, it's nice. It breaks up the day. When you work 16-hour days and you have 10 pages of dialogue to learn every day, sometimes when your job is just to put down your script and run down the street for the next 2 hours, it's like breaks up your day a little bit. Don't have to go to the gym. Fantastic. John Larroquette, I love working with him. I love working with him so much, and he's so funny. Matt Frewer, he was phenomenally funny and great. Bob Newhart we didn't actually work with. He stayed in Los Angeles to shoot his part of it. He's only in the first 2 episodes. And I don't know how much he'll be involved going forward, but hopefully I'll get to meet him at some point. I never met him. Magical invitation that brings me to the library, and I don't know what it's about, I don't know what it's for, and when I find out that I've been summoned to be a guardian to the librarian, who's Noah's character, he doesn't want me either, so it's sort of a rough relationship at first, and then I think we earn each other's respect. I have to, the stakes get pretty high in the first 2 episodes, and I have to give him a pretty major pep talk to get him to do what he does best, and I think we start to earn each other's trust, and I start to realize that this magical world does exist, and that I am needed in it, and so it's a slow burn of a relationship, but it does eventually turn romantic. It's so hard when you shoot a series to do the exposition is often a real bear to deal with, but you're going to get backstories on all of us. You'll get backstories on the 3 librarians in training in the first up. You won't get much of a backstory on my character until the Christmas episode. That's where you sort of learn about where I come from, which is actually later on in the season.
Okay, and no, okay.
Not yet. Not in this season. Okay. But you sort of understand. You sort of understand why my character is who she is, and why she's able to do what she does with so much passion. They're all very different. One was a witch, yeah. One was a transsexual, one was a former Secret Service agent. Right. They're all fun. They're all very, very different.
I loved all of them.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been such a lover of this genre. I've never gotten to do action adventure before like this. And the way it's really kind of like Indiana Jones, but as Noah Wiley describes it, Flynn Carson is Indiana Jones if Indiana Jones was played by Don Knotts. And from there, we take the tone of the show, which is that level. It's if Indiana Jones is Don Knotts, you're talking about a clown. You're talking about it gets pretty silly. So yeah, it was really fun. It's fun to find the comedy in a high stakes situation, and I love anything that's kind of high concept, which is like Eastwick and like Ugly Betty, and less so King and Maxwell, which is a little bit more reality based. But I love high concept, and I love action adventure, and so that was really why I wanted to get involved. My favorite episode, my two favorite episodes were the fairy tale episode and the Christmas episode, and but the one I can't wait for the fans to see the most is the finale, because there's a huge payoff in the finale. There's all the episodes are standalone episodes, and all the artifacts that we seek out have nothing to do with each other, seemingly, but every single one of them plays into the finale, and the whole the series is wrapped up perfectly, and all of the artifacts end up relating to each other in the finale.